Hello and welcome to another video brought to you by AllFreeBeadedJewelrymaking.com and KeepsakeCrafts.net. Today I'm going to show you how you can take your favorite pieces of jewelry or favorite elements that you've purchased and copy them and make them in any colors and shapes and shades that you desire. Not too long ago I made a necklace based on this chain dangle pendant that you might remember. I actually added silk ribbon to the chain, which I've taken out just for clarity in this video. But I'm going to show you how easy it is to simply copy this design and make it in different colors. If you know a few basic jewelry making techniques, you can do this easily. If you know how to open and close jump rings, if you know how to wrap a head pin to make a bead dangle, and if you know how to open and close pieces of chain, then you're all set. You could make this and make it in any colors that you want. Alright, so let's take a look at our inspiration piece and see the parts that I've gone ahead and gathered here. First of all, you need some kind of a closed ring, like the silver one. I love the braided, but this is what I had, so I'm using this. This one has 2 charms on it, although one I added after purchasing, but I like the 2 charms, and I have these, so I'm going to put those on. There are 7 beads on this dangle. Let's see if I can get them all to behave. So you can see. There we are. You can see there's 3 of the clear ones, 2 black and 2 orange. So I chose 3 of one kind, 2 of another, and 2 of another for my color combination. You'll also need 7 head pins, 1 for each of the beads, and you'll need 8 jump rings. I happen to have these 10mm ones, which I really like, so I have 5 10mm for attaching to the ring, and then I have 3 8mm jump rings for attaching the charms and the lobster clasp. In addition, you will need some chain. Now don't stress about these exact dimensions. I measured the dimensions of each of these 4 pieces of chain and then got these ones fairly close. I decided I wasn't going to mess with the small links. This chain happens to have small links alternating with large ones. So I just took it apart at the large ones wherever those might fall. But the way these measured was 2 inches, 2 3/8, 1 1/8, and 1 1/2. But again, don't stress about it. Just choose a pleasing array of lengths that are kind of, they look sort of random. The final thing you'll need is a long piece of chain for your necklace, the main part. And I've gone ahead and measured this. And so I'll take this opportunity to take it apart and show you, really, when taking apart a chain, it's the same thing as taking apart a jump ring, except these are shaped a little differently. And actually, since these are bigger, I only need 1 pair of chain nose pliers to hold one side and then twist it apart, just like you would a jump ring, and then twist it back together, just like you would a jump ring. And if they're too small or stiff, then use 1 pair of chain nose pliers on either side. So that's my main chain, and while I have that in my hand, I'm going to go ahead and open this jump ring, pop on my lobster clasp, and put it on the end, one of the end links. And I'm not going to worry about making a place to link into on the other end, because these links are big enough that the lobster clasp can go right into them and I can make it adjustable. So let's set that aside. The next step is to make dangles with each of your beads just by sliding them under a head pin. If you don't have decorative head pins like these, you could put a small spacer bead underneath each one. That would be fine, or skip it. It's entirely up to you. These have just these plain little round beads at the bottom of each one, which is nice. So do whatever suits your particular design. To make a dangle, you slide your bead onto a head pin, grasp it with chain nose pliers right above the bead, bend at a 90-degree angle and grab it with round nose pliers. And make your wrap. You'll have to reposition your round nose pliers to finish the wrap. Go ahead and finish it. Sorry, I know I'm going off camera on you. And trim that with your wire cutters. And there you have a bead dangle. And if that rounded part looks a little wonky, just go ahead and take the flat part of your round nose pliers, flatten it out. That one's actually shaped pretty nicely. But if you need to, you can grab it and reshape it. So repeat that step for all of your beads. So here I've gone ahead and taken the time to lay out my lengths of chain with all my charm dangles and charms. And I've gone ahead and copied this pretty much. You can see where this one is the white is the clear. There's 3 of the same. I've done the same thing with my purple, that there's 3 of the same. And I've just positioned them in the same places. And you don't have to do that, but it's a good idea if you're trying to learn good design. Go ahead and copy something and think about it and study. Why does this work? And maybe another way wouldn't. And then it's simply a matter of opening these loops that you made. Again, open them just like you would a jump ring, not pulling apart, but twist to the side. And then attach to your chain. And go ahead and do that with all of your dangles and your charms. And then when you're done, go ahead and put a large jump ring at the top of each of those and attach to your large hoop. So I'll be back when we've gotten that far. So here you can see the 2 completed projects side by side. Although I've copied this one to make this, you can see it's in my own choices of colors and shapes and metal color. So I hope this has given you some good ideas. The final step would be to add this jump ring to the hoop and then thread in your chain. And I made mine 26 inches, by the way. You can make yours whatever length works for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this project and that you'll give it a try. Thanks for watching. Make sure to visit keepsakecrafts.net for more jewelry and crafting ideas and inspiration. Have a good day.